Now, it was a couple months ago, I saw this scene open before my eyes. I had never seen something so cute and yet so tragic. It was this kid. We were down at the D.C. wharf. We're walking around, enjoying ourselves at the end of the summer. And I see this very, very cute kid, 3 or 4 years old, this little boy. He's walking around, and he has no cares in this world. I mean, this kid is free. He is just absolutely free. Just a beautiful day. And in his hand, he had an ice cream cone. Now, he's walking around with his ice cream cone, enjoying his ice cream. And you could just tell by the way this kid is eating his ice cream that he is in a good place in life. Like you can just tell by the way he is enjoying this ice cream that this kid does not have to go to work in the morning. Like, you could just tell, like he does not have to wake up early tomorrow. Like, you could just tell. The way he was eating it, you could tell that he did not pay for that ice cream. It's like, man, food is always so much better when you don't have to pay for it. Like, that's the way he was eating it. I could just tell by looking at him. It's like, man, this kid has no bills, like, whatsoever. No bills at all to be paid. There's no voice in the back of his head. Like, he's not contemplating whether or not this ice cream is going to go to his thighs. Like, do I deserve this? You know? He doesn't have Dave Ramsey in the back of his head, like, you're still in debt. Why did you buy that? Like, none of that, None of that. He had none of that. He's just enjoying his ice cream. It's a beautiful scene, like the kind of scene you just want to take a picture of and enjoy this moment forever. But then tragedy struck. He tripped a little bit, and he caught himself, but the ice cream plopped onto the ground. Well, waterworks. He starts to cry and wail. And finally, his parents notice that he's crying there, and they look over, they see the ice cream on the ground, and he's there in tears. His dad picks him up and begins to walk. Now, something about this scene didn't set right with me. I had to think about it, but I finally realized that the reason why it didn't sit right with me is because when his father picked him up and he's shaking him and consoling him and telling him, son, cheer up, it's going to be okay, don't worry, little buddy. The thing that didn't sit right with me was that they walked that way, but I happened to know that the ice cream parlor was that way. It seemed to me that they were trying to get him to cheer up, that they were trying to get him to be in a good mood, but they had not given him an adequate enough reason to be in a good mood. They had not given him a good reason to cheer up. Well, you might feel like that every now and again. The circumstances of this life might lead you to feel as though you don't have a good enough reason to be thankful. Your story might be like some of these stories, except you aren't at the part where you can sit in front of a camera and say, but thank God that he brought me through. You might not feel as though you have an adequate enough reason to be thankful in this season. But I believe Jesus wants to give you a reason to be thankful today. The one reason you should be thankful is that Jesus has overcome it all already. And if Jesus has overcome it all already, then there is nothing that you can't handle. Not because of your strength, not because of my strength, but because greater is he that is in me than he that is in the world. I can be thankful today because it is Christ in me that gives me strength to make it through anything, everything, every day.